The first one we're going to be hearing about today is a project called Supersploit, and it's really nice. They took two tools that for red teamers that are often used in finding different vulnerabilities and exploits that we often find, and saw how these two tools were very disjointed. Let's take a look at how they put these things together.
And just wanted to say, this one really hit home for Corey. I heard him complaining about this problem for a long time, so
someone solved it for me. It's great.
Let's see their solution.
Welcome, and thank you for being with us today. My name is Thaddeus Pearson. This is Eddie Chi, and we are the team behind Supersploit. Supersploit is an aggregation tool. It's designed to help alleviate the pain that is experienced when using Metasploit and Seachsploit in tandem. Let's consider for a second our hacker friend Bob. Bob is about to start a penetration test, so he enters up Seachsploit, but forgets to use the overflow flag when he enters in his command. He's instantly hit with that pain point of finding out that his description is completely cut in half. Now Bob has to resize his terminal window and run the command a second time. Now that Bob has found his exploit, he hits his second point of pain when he realizes that the path to his exploit is saved in two different positions on the screen. Bob is then forced to concatenate his copy command, which causes him the opportunity to mistake the exploit and copy the wrong file path, which means he'll have to run that second command again. Last but not least, Bob decides to use Metasploit. When he runs the search parameters, he's completely inundated with over 1,600 possible exploits. Now, it's possible to filter this down with different search queries and commands, but there should be an easier way to do this. And now there is. Supersploit. Supersploit works very simply by asking for the target operating system. In this case, Bob is asking for a Windows operating exploit. He then Supersploit then asks for Bob to enter in the target, which is Apache. Last but not least, Bob is able to specify if he's looking for a Metasploitable exploit or local. Supersploit handles all of the heavy lifting, enumerates all of the exploits that match his search criteria. Looks like he selects exploit number 24, enters in that selection. Supersploit then prompts Bob and says, would you like to copy this exploit to your current working directory, or would you like to copy it to your temp folder for a little bit more mobility? Finally, Bob gets an opportunity to name his exploit. Nice name, Bob. That's it. Happy hacking. Now Bob is ready to edit his exploit. It's just a simple ls command away. As we check out what Bob is exploiting, he reminds us that you should only use these powers for educational purposes and never for anything illegal or nefarious. Eddie?
Thank you, Thaddeus. Hi, everybody. I'm Eddie. So this time, instead of using a local exploit, this time Bob gonna use Metasploit. So he launched Supersploit and type in Windows and wait a sec. Seems like Bob just got a typo for Apache. So what's gonna happen? Yeah, try again, bro. Okay, Bob. Let's launch your favorite tool, Supersploit, again. This time, just be careful of your input. Windows, Apache, and type in M for Metasploit. Not even a second. Bob just got what he wants. Seems like he's interested in number 5. So simply just type 5, then hit enter. MSF console need a little bit of time to run, so just give it a sec. Instead of 1,600 of results, this time Bob just got what he wants. To use it, just simply type use 0. Yeah, Bob is ready to attack. So after a long day of penetration testing, what if Bob wants to check the work he did for the day? So that's why we have the fantastic logging feature for Supersploit. Where you can find it? Of course, /var/lag.
We want to thank you for being with us today. We're incredibly proud of Supersploit, and we hope that you'll enjoy using it as much as we do. If you'd like to download Supersploit and simplify your exploit search process today, visit our GitHub as listed on the page, download Supersploit, and run our install script. Happy hacking, everyone.
Wow, that was amazing. I can't tell you how many times command line options screw those up, typos, Wow.
Right. It wasn't enough for them to solve my initial issue, which is really the annoyance of having that separation of path that happens when you use Seachsploit, right? And then they're like, let's go ahead and actually take this a step further and let's combine two really distinct tools. And you always wonder why those two tools are so separate, because it's a challenge to put them together. Where you find a lot of things in Seachsploit that aren't up to date in MSF console, right? And so they did a really good job at sort of binding these two together in a really nice, seamless way. So I'm really excited about Supersploit. I thought it was a really cool project.
Yeah. Excited to start using that one.
Yep.
All right, so let's see what we've got up next.